The mess seems to be getting murkier by the day. After Uttar Pradesh, the Delhi government has now banned Nestle's instant noodle for 15 days until tests on the products are indeed completed. This comes after Nestle officials did meet the Delhi government to present their case on the safety of their products. That's not all. Some retail outfits around the country have started taking Maggi off the shelves. All this trouble has led to investors losing their appetite for the Nestle counter.
And so to get a 365-degree view of the entire Maggi mess and what it means for Nestle, we've got Suchetna Ray tracking the news in Delhi, Utkarsh Chaturvedi covering the Maharashtra government's moves, Krishna Kumar getting us the retailer's take, and Gargi Parikh with all the stock market action. Suchetna, let's start with you. Delhi, in a sense, was the hotbed of all the activity today, and Delhi following suit and imposing a ban on Maggi. A bitter aftertaste there for Nestle.
Clearly, it's not a 2-minute trouble for the 2-minute instant noodles, as the Delhi government today imposed a 15-day ban on Nestle India's most popular product, Maggi noodles. The Delhi government also said that within these 15 days, Nestle India will have to refresh all their stocks with the retailers in Delhi, and only then will the Delhi government again conduct tests to take a further call on what happens to this ban after 15 days. If Maggi noodles then passes the tests of the Delhi government, will then they lift this ban. But what could be damning is the fact that the health minister today in his press conference threatened to file a criminal case against Nestle India under the Food Adulteration Act. But the trouble is not only limited to Maggi noodles. He said that every other instant noodle products that are available in Delhi have cause to worry, as the Delhi government will now conduct tests on all of them, and all this will be done under the Food Adulteration Act. Remember, the preliminary report which came out from the Delhi government just yesterday, the sample size of 13 Maggi noodles clearly showed that 10 out of the 13 products were unsafe, as their lead and MSG content were much higher than the permissible limit. We did speak to both the Health Minister of Delhi as well as the Union Minister for Food as well as Consumer Affairs, and this is what they had to say.
15 दिन का समय दिया है ताकि अपना सारा स्टॉक वो चेंज कर सकें. तब तक के लिए सेल बैन है और उनके नए जो मटेरियल आएगा उसको चेक किया जाएगा, पहले बैच को चेक किया जाएगा, ठीक होगा तब अलाउ करेंगे. सर, एंड आल्सो यू इनिशिएटिंग अ केस. इज इट अ क्रिमिनल केस? जो केस है, जो फूड अल्टरेशन लॉ के हिसाब से वो केस इनिशिएट किया जाएगा.
इसको जो है NCDRC में जो है तुरंत जो है सो लिखित कंप्लेंट के रूप में जो है भेज दिया जाए, और भेज दिया गया है. और अब जो है NCDRC जो है नेशनल कंज्यूमर्स डिस्प्यूट रेजोल्यूशन कमीशन, वो इसका जांच करके और उस पर एक्शन लेगी. दिस इज फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम. उसमें रिपोर्ट का हम लोग वेट, हमने कहा दिया कि हम अब रिपोर्ट कब आएगी नहीं आएगी उसका हम वेट नहीं करेंगे.
All right, Utkarsh Chaturvedi takes the other leg of the story forward, because Delhi may not be the only place where Maggi is facing the heat. It could be in trouble in other states as well. Utkarsh, what are you picking up from state government officials? More wars coming Maggi's way?
There can be more trouble coming towards Maggi, and not from UP and Delhi, but from other states as well. Now, what we are hearing is that Maharashtra and Bihar both have started testing Maggi samples extensively. To start with Maharashtra, Maharashtra is testing somewhere around 15 samples of Maggi, which they have collected across the states. Now, what we are hearing is that it will be by Friday that these test results will come, and the state government will take a call on the way ahead. Now, Bihar also is testing Maggi samples. They have tested somewhere around 40 plus samples and have sent the reports to a lab in Kolkata. They're expecting the results to come in the next 1 to 2 days. So this week and the next week will be really crucial for Nestle, and we'll have to see that whether they turn out lucky as they did in Goa, or there is more trouble waiting for the instant noodle maker.
Okay, thanks for that, Utkarsh. Krishna is getting us a sense of the impact on consumers. There's a consumer angle to this as well. It's a hot-selling product over years, decades actually. Krishna is at the Phoenix Mills shopping complex in central Mumbai. Are retailers really taking Maggi off the shelves, Krishna? Where all is Maggi not available anymore?
Sandeep and Supriya, Maggi is surely vanishing off the shop shelves. It was the Future Group which first announced today officially that they will not be keeping stock of Maggi until further notice and clarification from the concerned authorities, which means that the Big Bazaar stores and the Easy Day stores which come under the Future Group banner will not have any stock of Maggi until we get further clarity on whether it is safe for public consumption or not. Also keep in mind that the Kerala government also halted the distribution of Maggi across its stores. State state-run stores, which means that Maggi is off shop shelves, major shop shelves in Kerala as well. I also keep in mind the Indian Army has given a notice to its personnel saying that do not consume Maggi until further notice, which means that Maggi is off all the army canteens across the country as well. Now, getting back to Mumbai, major retail stores like Hypercity are also, taking Maggi off the shop shelves until further notice. And now, keep in mind that most of these major retailers, have Nestle as a major, supplier for different products, not just noodles, which means that they're a little iffy about even talking about the fact that Maggi is going off the shop shelves.
But the Maggi mess, it seems, is also leaving a nasty stain as far as Bollywood is concerned. A district court in Bihar has filed an FIR against Maggi's brand ambassadors that include the Big B himself, Preeti Zinta, and of course Madhuri Dixit. Amitabh Bachchan, however, has asserted that he had stopped endorsing the brand about 2 years back, but will cooperate with the law of the land.
I have not received any notice. As soon as I will get it, I will put it up to my lawyers and we will fully cooperate with whatever the law says. I want to also add that, I stopped endorsing Maggi 2 years ago. I don't endorse Maggi anymore now. And that happened 2 years ago, so I haven't been associated with the product.
All right, but amidst all of this, remember, it was the stock that took the hammering in trade today, and Gargi Parikh is joining us with details of that. It was down in the dumps even today, lost about 10%. Are investors smelling more trouble as far as this instant noodle brand is concerned, Gargi?
Well, the problems for Nestle have intensified, and with all the clatter around what is happening with Maggi noodles, we saw a big knock coming in on the counter, almost 8.5% off from that on the intraday level. Look at how the stock has been trading today. It's reached levels that we had seen in December 2014, so almost a 6-month low that we are seeing for this counter. Volumes, in fact, have been surging, so the selling has been really been backed by very strong volumes, 6 times of the last 5-day average, and these kind of volumes we've not seen in over a year's time for Nestle. So clearly the stock, sentiment on the stock has been really negative. Look at what Maggi really means for Nestle India, and Maggi brand itself accounts for almost 30% of the total sales, and this is the entire Maggi brand. So noodles will be a smaller aspect. So in terms of the financials, we may not see a huge impact coming in, but in terms of volumes, there has clearly been some shocks seen. Some retailers have reported 10 to 40% kind of decline in volumes for Maggi. A lot of retail chains, especially the Future brand, which came out and said that they have banned selling Maggi in few of their stores. Also remember that they have competition from various other players like ITC. We also have Horlicks with some other brands of noodles. So all of that is going to be important. Maggi, remember, has 70% market share currently of the 2,700 crore market of instant noodles in India.
Suchetna, Utkarsh, Krishna, and of course Gargi, appreciate all of you joining us. So with that big story, every angle covered on that instant noodle brand that doesn't seem to be an instant trouble of sort. It looks like this is going to be a prolonged pain.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow, and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.